I really hope that they'll add some dinosaurs to this enclosure soon.
This is HQ to Ranger 2. Ranger 2, come in.
This is Ranger 2, we read you.
A few of the guests have reported Diplodocus acting strange. We need you to check it out.
Shouldn't that be the medical team's job?
They're busy at the moment, and your team is the closest to the habitat.
Copy that, we're on our way. Alright, look for anything that's weird.
Well, besides the dinosaurs, I really don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Huh, that Diplodocus is all alone.
So, what do you think we should do?
We could try to push it to its herd?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's just push a 30-ton dinosaur, mate.
You got a better idea?
Oh yeah. We will use the dinosaur call device to the thing to tell it to go back to its herd.
Okay, that's a better idea. Let's do it. Nice work. Now let's head back to the station before HQ gives us another job.
Amen to that!
What is up, my fellow dino peoples of the world? Welcome back to episode 2 of Dinotopia. Today we are constructing the visitor area, like the main visitor area of the park, which would include obviously the visitor center, all of the main guest amenities, and the first main attraction. We start by building the innovation center like you always do. We did it like pretty close to the center, I say we as in me. And then start to connect up all the paths, you know, normal shit that you do with the innovation center. Then after that, I began starting to build like kind of like the main road where like all the amenities would be, like this, basically like the area you'd see in Jurassic World, however a bit more dumbed down a little bit. I also started to build a path more towards the what I would like to call the hotel district, which would be kind of where like all the guests would stay and all that. And I figured while I was at it, might as well add a monorail to the section and basically connecting it all up and giving it a bit of a cinematic ride, I guess you could say, like having so you can view as many of our attractions as possible. After I did that, I obviously connected it all up, made sure it would look nice, as much as I can, to be honest. And basically, during this time, I was pondering where exactly to put the petting zoo, because whenever I build a park, I love putting petting zoos. It's like my favorite part of the whole... Like, it's my favorite part of this game. It's just to build a petting zoo. It's always fun to me, but yeah, and then obviously I incorporated the river from the last episode, because I figured it'd be nice, and then... Obviously, like, I connected up to the fence because I decided to actually stick with that idea of having that little, like, fenced-off area kind of be the main attraction. Obviously, I make it bigger, but, you know, I do that right after I'm done building all the amenities and, I guess, first guess attractions, which would be, like, I think I did an arcade, a fossil center, or something like that, and then obviously just food, drink, shopping, etc., etc., etc. All the stuff you would have in a park to spend your money on, of course. Then I obviously started adding a few small park path designs, as you always do in games like this, and adding a bunch of restrooms because, well, who doesn't need a restroom? Then I realized that the petting zoo was going to be way too small, so I decided to actually build that first before I actually started building the path around it. I started using the kind of like invisible-ish fence that like is in this game. It's like the ones from the Biosyn expansion. And basically just started to make a petting zoo based off of that because it's the closest thing I can get to coming up with a petting zoo because, I don't know. Again, petting zoos are my favorite thing to add, so I obviously try and make this look really nice. Basically, I made it like a weird triangle-like design, which I usually like to do for like enclosures like this. I like having petting zoos very close to the main attraction, just like... It just makes sense on like a business standpoint. If you're like a kid... You're probably going to want to see like some cute dinosaurs, which will make the parents want to stay in this area and buy some stuff. It's a bit of a fun thing to think about, where like, yeah, you can see like some dinosaurs while spending your money. You know how it is. And then I add like a bunch of trees in just a random area just to make it look nicer. Just tried to add some like decoration, but didn't really work out like I wanted, so I kind of just left it there. That'll be for next episode. Then I added the main, I had like a dome inside because it's the closest thing I could think to actually having a petting zoo, other than maybe a gyrosphere, but I kind of figured the dome would be better. Then I started to customize the buildings to kind of make them, all the designs kind of look nice, just have them be like different yet similar, you know, like basically just have like sell different stuff, give people a reason to be here. It's just like this is the only spot in the park where you can get like root beer or something like that. Just something simple, yet something that gives people a reason to get here. After adding a few more path designs, I started incubating a few more dinosaur species. We will be having Diplodocus, Corythosaurus, and Styracosaurus in here. And we will actually be using the same Corythosaurus from episode 1, because I figured it'd be kind of cool, and it makes sense. You don't want to waste dinosaurs, right? And then obviously I actually started to make the fence a bit more genuine, I guess. Like, started to make it look more like a fence. Which, yeah, like... Yeah, at this point I just tried to, like, make a... I started experimenting with a few designs with like the path, and then I started to add a few trees, all that kind of stuff, more restrooms, as you do, and then I messed a little bit with the river just to make it either look a bit more natural or just make it so it fits with the path itself. Just make it look nice, pretty much. Most of this is dedicated to having a genuine idea and then making it look nice. That's basically all I did. And basically I spent a while just trying to fill in the path, because, like, I don't know why, but the restrooms in this game specifically have, like, a weird gap between, like, the path and the restroom itself, and it irritates me sometimes, so I spent forever just trying to fix it. Then I went on to, obviously, making the tour, and then the main fence. I decided to use the Jurassic Park fence, because when it comes to herbivores, for some reason I like using that one, because it's high-end. It looks high-end, but it looks basic. It looks like a basic fence, one where, like, yeah, herbivores aren't really going to mess with it. Like, they're herbivores. They don't really do anything unless you genuinely irritate them, which it's really hard to irritate a herbivore unless you, like, genuinely don't care about their habitat needs, which, I do care about their habitat needs, which is why, pretty much, like, I spent a while just trying to dedicate to making it a good habitat for them, because Styracosaurus, Corythosaurus, and Diplodocus, they each have, like, kind of different needs. I think Corythosaurus and Styracosaurus both only require, like, ground fiber, because I think, yeah, they live in the same location, so it'd be a bit easy to do that. Then I kept moving to work on the hotel district, even made, like, a nice little path, just so everything would be even. Then I tried to make, like, kind of like a little exotic path that would show off the waterfall, because I love making that, just like, I love making the area with the waterfall just like a hotel area, or just a place where guests can stay, because it'd be nice for people to just see it. Like, I know if I went to a park, it'd be nice to just see that. Then I had trees around the mainline fence, because I don't really like showing off fences in my enclosures unless I absolutely have to. If I can help it, I want to hide the fence as soon as possible. After that, I started adding the Diplodocus, which obviously is kind of like the main focus of episode 2. I started focusing on the Corythosaurus needs and then the Diplodocus needs as well, before, like, obviously adding a few mountains in the back, because for some reason, I can't explain it. I just love making mountains in enclosures, because, I don't know, it kind of gives, like, a bit of a boundary, or I guess, like, kind of like a cool difference in the enclosure. Like, I don't like it being entirely flat. Then I started, while the Diplodocus were being made, I started making the petting zoo a bit close to the needs of the people, of the dinosaurs that will be living there. Then I started adding a few of the needs that the Diplodocus kind of wants, which I believe is tall fruit, I think is their thing. It's either that or tall leaf, one of the two. Then I started making these Styracosaurs. Once I actually found them, I started to incubate them. It took a while. There's a lot of S's in dinosaurs. After I started adding the dinosaurs to the enclosure, I started adding, I guess, kind of a response and, I guess, staff facilities to the mainline park to kind of make it so that everything was in easy access, so that we could have a ranger team close by, medical team close by, and just general stuff. I think I have even added power in this area just to... The thing is, because I'm in creative mode during this, you don't really need power, but I added it anyway because it, I don't know, it kind of gives a bit of a staff facility vibe to it. It works. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. Look forward to more Dinotopia episodes in the future. Look forward to May the 4th live stream that I'll be doing on that day. And this is the Jurassic Genius signing off. See you guys next time.